Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling something that's, well, absolutely essential for daily life in Germany, but let's be real, it can be kind of tricky. We're talking about telling time. Whether you're trying to catch a train or just meeting up with a friend, you've got to get this right. So we're going to break it all down for you.
Okay, so picture this. You're standing in a busy train station in Berlin. You look up at the clock, you see the time. But what do you actually say? And more importantly, what are you going to hear? See, German basically has two completely different ways of telling time. The official way you'll see on the schedule, and the way people actually talk to each other. And in this explainer, we're going to get you comfortable with both. So here's our game plan. First, we'll cover the absolute basics, how to ask for the time. Then we'll nail down the super simple official clock. After that, we're diving into how people really talk, and we'll focus on what I call the golden half rule. Trust me, this is the one that trips everyone up. Finally, we'll learn how to pop the time into a sentence and run through a quick checklist so you don't make the most common mistakes. Ready? Let's do it.
All right, section 1. First things first, before you can even understand the answer, you gotta know how to ask the question, right? You've got two fantastic options here, and you really can't go wrong. You can say, wie viel Uhr ist es, which literally translates to, how much clock is it? Or you can ask, wie spät ist es, which means, how late is it? Now, yeah, the literal meanings are a little funny, but don't worry about that. They're both completely normal and used all the time. Just pick one and go with it.
Now let's start with the easy stuff. This is the official, formal way of telling time. You know, think digital clocks, train station announcements, the news on TV. It's super simple and totally logical. The formula here is a piece of cake, seriously. You just start with ist, for it is, then you say the hour, then the word Uhr, which means a clock, and then you just say the number of minutes. That's it. You're literally just reading the numbers you see on a digital clock. So let's look at this in action. If it's 9 o'clock, you just say, es ist 9 Uhr. Simple. If it's 9:20, you just tack on the minutes. Es ist 9 Uhr 20. And because it's the official system, it works perfectly with the 24-hour clock. So 14:30 is just es ist 14 Uhr 30. See? No tricks, no surprises. Okay, so you've got the official clock down. Easy peasy. But now we've got to get into the real stuff, the informal, conversational way of telling time. This is what you're going to hear when you're just chatting with people, and the rules are a little bit different.
So it's really helpful to think of this as two different worlds. You've got the official clock, which is all digital, 24-hour, and formal. And then you have everyday time, which is much more like an old-school analog clock. It's 12-hour style, and it's what you use for casual conversation. The key is to know which world you're in.
To speak everyday time, you just need these four little words in your toolkit. Nach means after or past. Vor means before or to. Viertel is quarter. Hey, just like in English. And then there's halb, which means half. But that little word, that one has a secret we need to unlock.
Okay, so the structure here is often the reverse of English. You actually start with the minutes. So for the first half of the hour, you use nach. 10 past 5 becomes 10 nach 5. But for the second half of the hour, you use vor. And, this is crucial, you always reference the next hour that's coming up. Let's make this crystal clear with an example. Take 8:45. Formally, you just say 8:45. Easy. But informally? Well, it's a quarter of an hour before 9 o'clock. So you say, es ist Viertel vor neun. It's a quarter to 9. You're always thinking about the hour you're heading towards. All right, deep breaths, everyone. We have arrived at the single most important, most confusing, and honestly, most critical part of telling time like a native German speaker. If you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, please, let it be this. Okay, so you're making plans. Your German friend says, let's meet up, es ist halb neun. What time is that? What does your gut, your English-speaking brain, immediately scream out?
If you thought 9:30, congratulations. You've just walked right into the classic trap. We hear 8:30 and we automatically think 9:30. But in German, no way. Halb neun is 8:30. So what on earth is going on?
Here it is, the golden rule. In German, halb plus an hour always means you are halfway to that hour. It's not half past something, it's half an hour before the hour you name. Get this, and you've got German time.
Let's just hammer this home so it sticks. 8:30 is halfway on its journey to 9 o'clock, right? So it's halb neun. 4:30 is halfway to 5, so it's halb 5. 2:30 is halfway to 3, so it's halb 3. Once you switch your brain to this halfway to logic, the whole system just clicks into place. Okay, fantastic. Now that we can actually say the time, we need to be able to use it in a real sentence. And for that, we need the right little prepositions.
And here's a handy little chart for you. For specific times on the clock, like at 9 o'clock, you're going to use For days of the week, like on Monday, you use And for bigger chunks of time, like months or seasons, you use im. It's basically like at, on, and in English. Im. Got it?
We have covered a ton of ground, so let's wrap this up with a super quick checklist of the biggest mistakes people make so you can sidestep them right from the start.
Here's your cheat sheet. Number 1, and say it with me, the halb rule. Halb acht is 7:30. Number 2, when you say Viertel 4 or quarter 2, always use the next hour. And number 3, lock in those prepositions. For time, am for days, im for months.
And look, if I can leave you with one final thought, it's this. That one little word, halb, is the absolute key to everything. It means halfway to the next hour. Once you master that single concept, you've pretty much mastered German time.
Okay, so final pop quiz. A clock shows 4:30. How would a German say that informally? Think about that golden rule. It's halfway to which hour. If you said halb 5, you are absolutely correct. You've got it. And just like that, you now have the keys to both worlds of German time. You're ready for the official announcements at the train station, and you're ready for a casual chat with a friend. It's going to take a little practice for sure, but the next time someone asks you, wie spät ist es, you'll be ready. Thanks for joining the Explainer.